As you can see, this is an Xbox Series S controller. I've been using this controller for over a year now. Unfortunately, this right shoulder button has been damaged already and cannot function properly. And if we compare the clicking sound of the left and the right, they differ in the intensity of the click. It even showed in my gameplay wherein the right button or the right shoulder button, this one has to be pressed more force in order for it to function properly. We will be removing these handle plates here and also the other side, so the screws will be exposed. First of all, we need to remove the battery. Also, we actually have one more screw right down below this label. If you press it with your thumb, you can actually feel the hole inside. We will be using a flat screwdriver, very small, to squeeze in through these edges. There are actually a number of ways to open this up, like lifting it up from the trigger button and prying it open towards you, or using your thumb through the trigger button. I've done it this way, but I'm not recommending it. Now I removed it behind the camera because it's kinda hard to remove it as the camera gets in the way. As you can see, all the hooks are intact as this is a very hard plastic but very flexible. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Just pry it open from the trigger button slowly. Just be careful you will not hurt yourself with this screwdriver. Then just use your thumb to completely detach it from the main controller. We can now see the screws, one in here and the second one is down here below. Same thing on the other side, there are two screws. Now the fifth and last screw is right behind this label. And then just get your precision tool. Remove them properly to avoid damage. Then the last one would be the center screw, which is the same screw as the other four. Just gently press the sticker and you will know that there's a hole there. Poke it and loosen the screw. By the way, you need not remove the screw underneath the sticker, just loosen it. You can now safely remove the back plate. Good thing here is there's no wires attached to this plate. Next would be to remove the faceplate. Just lift the circuit board and the faceplate too has no attached wires. So you can freely do some repair works without the faceplates hanging from it. Do some physical examination and look out for some detached parts. We will now remove the charging port plate. It is firmly put in place with these two hooks. Release it by prying it up. Just be careful not to overdo it as it will have serious implications. There you go, you can release it right away. Next would be to remove these LB and RB bumpers. Just follow my lead and again be very careful. Again, using the flat screwdriver, just release it from its hold, going sideways. Slowly twisting the tool and there you go, it's released now. Now once that side is released, you don't need to redo the process on the other side. Just shake it gently and as you can see it will just detach itself. No force needed. Now we will be checking these bumpers for damages like cracks or broken pieces. So have you noticed a while ago that there was a small piece that fell? Now we will find where this piece fell from. So this is the broken part, which is very identical with the other side. We just need to stick it back with an adhesive. Or if you don't want to do it, you can actually search for it in the internet and look for Xbox Series S controller bumpers. Let us now start the repair work. Find something to elevate the bumpers so your hands will be free to move. Also, you can use pincers because the detached part is very small. You might have a hard time putting it in place. Just put the right amount of adhesive carefully on the base of the broken part. I will be using my fingers because it's steadier for me than using the pincers. But that's me. I'll leave it up to you on how you will do it. Just make sure that you're putting it on the right spot, almost the same as the original spot. And if you had to adjust, do it quickly before the adhesive hardens. I think this is it, and leave it for a few minutes before we assemble it back. First, the bumper. It's easier because you have a guide button. Align while pressing down the triggers and gently press down the bumpers one by one. There's the click. Do the same on the other side. There it is. Let's test the button. Hear that? And now the repaired button. Notice that their clicks sound similar and you don't need to push more to hear the clicking sound. Next, we'll put back the charging port plate. Follow my lead and push it gently. Now the clicks will tell you got it right, and it fits snugly in between the bumpers. Now that we have taken them apart, might as well clean the plate with cotton and astringent maybe. This is the best time to clean your controllers because the buttons and the sticks will not get in the way. Especially white controllers like this makes the dirt visible and would look dirty faster than colored controllers. Then we put the face plate first, basically putting it on top of the controller. Check if all the buttons stick out. Next would be the bottom plate. Just align the 4 screw holes, then press the 2 handles together at the same time. Then carefully check all the areas, especially at the bottom where the ports are aligned and accessible. Buttons are free to move and you hear no loose parts inside. Basically do a physical check. Then we put all the 4 screws, but not too tight. And don't forget to tighten the center screw. Next would be the handle plates. This would be the easiest parts to install. Just align it and press with your thumb. It's that simple. Now let's put the battery back in place. Now don't worry about the polarity because the battery is designed to not be installed in the wrong way. And it's done. Just like nothing happened with this controller. Let's do a final button check. Later on I'm going to play a fighting game to see if we really did a good job. Please like and subscribe for more contents like this. Thank you very much. And keep safe everyone.